though we've not tried to deal with that history or teach an amended version, a correct version of history in our schools, we've continued to champion those who benefited from slavery, from colonialism. And as a result, what you're seeing is a backlash against those, where those who were harmed and continue to be harmed are quietened, yet those who benefited most are championed. And that for me is where the disconnect will continue to be. And until that is addressed, I'm not going to see it any other way, in all honesty.
And in terms of
let me add this, Alexis. It's gotten to the point where if you protest racism, the fabric of English, of British and American history is so ingrained with and intertwined with racism that when you protest racism, it's now interpreted as protesting the US, or in this case, the United Kingdom. And that for me is where the big disconnect continues to be. Protestism is far too easily interpreted, and quite possibly, and maybe rightly so, as protesting England because of their refusal to deal with that ugly side of its history.
And in football now, because obviously now that fans are starting to be let back in after the pandemic, the question has to be asked once again, and it's been asked to a couple of footballers this entire week, especially where Millwall is concerned. A lot of the comments that we saw from, the pundits as well as footballers who have played there have said that they were not surprised by the booing because this is something that they do associate with Millwall. However, when they did ask the players and the coach if they felt that they saw booing tonight, or if they heard booing tonight, would they be in a position to just walk off and not play the game at all? They were still a bit hesitant and hopeful that it will never come to that. Do you feel like now that this wound has been reopened again, Shaka, do you feel like players probably have to start being serious about that threat before fans and other people can get the idea that the tolerance is zero?
Yeah, first of all, I don't think that onus should be on the players. That players shouldn't be put in that position that they have to make this decision. And an extreme call on their part that goes against everything they are and stand for as players. But in the other side of that same coin, the game has to step up and take responsibility and play its part in delivering a fairer society. And as much as we've spoken about Millwall and the reaction of their fans, a minority of their fans, I think what we need to do in equal measure is champion what happened at Culture and their chairman. They had a minority of fans booing, and their chairman put out a very strong message in support of taking a knee before games, in support of Black Matter, and in support of equality. You saw what happened at Spurs with the fans cheering when players took a knee. You saw what happened at Anfield with the message on the side of the stadium, and their fans also cheering loudly while players took the knee before the game. That is football leading the charge and being the best and being the example that we need.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.